Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Zenjoltis, site to chase race number 1 of the 2008 NRSL Hooters Series season. And alongside me once again is Stephen Paul III.
Hello guys, how you doing?
Actually, I think Austin's supposed to be here too, and I forgot about that. Oops. If that's
Oh,
the case, my bad. Kyle Matthews will start on the front row alongside first-time pole sitter this season and for her career, Marilyn Eskandari. Zach Flickinger will start alongside the highest starting chaser in this one, Brian James, in the 0-2. JT Bryant will start alongside Jesse James, another one of our chasers in row 3, with Dylan Young start alongside chaser Ace Rogers in row 4, and row 5, Stephen Paul III and Johnny Gardner. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand over to Stephen for his thoughts and predictions on this one.
well, unlike with Pocono, like all the three openers, we can predict like based on a 2 mile or a mile track. This is a super speedway, just like when we go to Pigs Creek. So those stats do matter, but they do not. Our four winners at this track have been Dustin Griffiths, Dylan Young, Hiroshi Kazuyoshi, and the aforementioned Charles Sanford here. Two former truck winners are in the field, Sam Young and Sky Commons, who are both chasers, so that will bode well for them. Our final row is Quinton Moore and Sheila Shear. Our favorites are definitely Zachary Fitzwater, and those two I mentioned, also with Dylan Young. And James Qualls D&Q the truck race, so his track time this year was limited at this racetrack, and that will hurt him today.
And before I do anything with points, let's go trackside.
Drivers, start your engines!
Command has been given. Mohammed Zain Abdullah comes in as the number 1 seed, as you would have seen on Discord, with 57 extra chase points. He is the points leader by 11 points over James Qualls at the start of the day. Zachary Fitzwater is 12 points back of Abdullah. Then you go back 27 points to find Matt Dixon and Sam Young. Kev Shearer got 25 points for the regular season points lead. He is the 6th seed. I'm sorry. Hunter Braxton is 7th. Ace Rogers 8th. Sky Commons 9th. Jessica Shelton, Brian James, Enzo Nereza, Jesse James, Trevor Collins, Rob Evans, and Paul Swanson, the way that they will line up.
Yeah, last year's race, Charles was the only guy who could make it 16 laps on fuel. Can anybody have the same luck today?
We'll have to wait and see. Onboards that we will carry in this one. We'll start off with the Holiday Inn Chevy of Mohammed Zain Abdullah, who will carry our Holiday Inn onboard. James Qualls will carry our Chevy onboard camera. Zachary Fitzwater will carry the Dodge onboard camera. Matt Dixon, the Toyota onboard camera. Kev will carry the Lowe's onboard camera in this one. Jessica Shelton will be carrying the Ford onboard camera. So that's 2, 3, 4. Hunter Braxton will be carrying the Subway onboard camera. Ace Rogers, the Z-Line Designs onboard camera. And finally, carrying the Fastenal onboard camera will be Enzo Nereza.
Like also mentioned, this is the old version of the track with no safety barriers. They're going 220 for guys like Sam Young and Paul Swanson or in other chases. They want to be very careful and not like get injured in the wall here.
You know, I'm noticing something. There's an interesting strategy between some drivers. Some drivers towards the back of the field, I noticed as we were looking through the onboards. Enzo Nereza was one of them. Some drivers are electing to start this race in first gear, while others are actually going to be starting it in second gear. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, okay, the NRSL 300 is green here for Hooters Series competition.
Well, this track has a history of gear changes being different here, so not surprised there.
Johnny Gardner already sent up to the outside, and Rob Evans quick to make it 4 wide. A pair of chases
Sam
in
Young.
that one with Trevor Collins as well. Sam Young apparently must not have liked what he saw. He's up on the top of the track trying to fall back, I think.
I don't know where Sam Young's going.
Well, he's now in the middle of the mayhem now. Fitzwater's in the middle of it as 4 wide.
Steve Pollitt, man. The lines are very unique here. I don't know what's going on. See, Ace Rogers, where are you going, buddy?
Ace Rogers shoved up out of line by the 83. Braxton's up on the very top of the track. Qualls in the middle of all of it. As going to the lead is Brian James quickly and
Whoa!
5 wide behind him.
49 went below the yellow line. That's a penalty.
We'll have to wait and see what the officials try and do about that one. Here comes Trevor Collins around the outside of the O2 car.
Good Lord. Hell, Matt Duncan never won a Hooters race before. Here he comes.
Well, Trevor Collins now to the race lead, looking for 5 bonus points that are now 5 wide again behind him. Sky Commons looking for second.
Sky Commons is a 3-time Truck SS winner, so he's definitely got experience here. Everybody somehow still alive off the
And more importantly, for the chase, coming to the line, Trevor Collins is going to lead lap 1 and 5 bonus points to the 16.
We got people going below the yellow line here. I think it's off of this track. Here comes the 61 car.
I can assure you, we do not have it to where they will run down there voluntarily.
Well, they've run it down there for sure, because I'm seeing people running below that line.
I don't have it set because I don't even know how to set that. Matt Hamill, though, to the lead for a moment as here comes Oriole Pollard, was one of the drivers' top 10 in points who missed out on the chase this season, now looking for the lead.
Yeah, by a whole 7 points. Sky Commons at the bottom.
Well, Commons got back to the bottom or something there. He's right now looking for 4th. Oriole Pollard throws the block on Mike Trout. I'm not sure how wise that would have been at 200 plus miles an hour.
221 off, but like I said, don't want to wreck, don't want to kill yourself here.
Especially if you're one of the chasers. Hunter Braxton must not like. Ace Rogers doesn't like what he sees. He's out of it. He's still in third gear.
Yeah, he's got a gear issue.
Braxton must not have gone up to third either, or up to 4th gear all that well. Maybe it's strategy on Ace Rogers. We'll have to wait and see. If they wreck and he misses it, it's a beautiful strategy.
Or if he plows in, that's a horrible strategy. Here comes Fitzwater. Oh, Lord Jesus.
That time around, Oriole Pollard led the lap. Fitzwater right now up in 8th. He's got Enzo Nareza behind him, another chaser in front of him in the form of Shelton.
If we don't have a wreck and we stay green, we might have 16 different leaders.
5 wide again behind Fitzwater, though.
Yeah,
Zach
this is
Flickinger's
really
in the middle of it.
Yeah, this is really. There's never been a COT race here. Some of the guys were in early in the Cup Series. Definitely a good strategy with these cars. Are good experience.
Well, they'll have former experience.
Yeah.
Shelton not able to get up alongside Daniel Gitterook. Battle for the lead, though. Here comes Trout.
Yeah, Trout, besides that crash last weekend, had 3 top 5s in a row. Was that 3? Yeah, 3 straight top 5s.
Well, prior to the crash last week, basically.
Correct. Jessica won at Coca-Cola.
Oh, whoa!
Never
mind. That was the skid marks. I saw the skid marks pop up, and I thought someone had spun.
Yeah, that was from qualifying. Nereza's had a horrible stretch of races besides.
Oh, trouble!
Oh, God! Oh, Lord Jesus, he's dead.
Qualls is in it! Rob Evans is in it as well.
Captain Jesse James are in it.
I think Ace Rogers is going to get through. No, that was Lordigan, I think you saw.
Oh,
Ace Rogers is going to get through it.
Jesse James is right there.
James is in it. Yep, 57's in it. Jerry Shelley destroyed.
That was a big hit. That might be a hospital injury right there. I saw somebody flying into the catch fence.
And a huge break for the 18 of Ace Rogers. The strategy, if it was such, works out for him. John Irving gets collected, though. Jerry Shelley. Kev Shear was in it.
I got to say, Haley Logan gets DNQ'd.
This might have been one of the cars that we saw flipping. That roof looks destroyed.
Yeah, Haley Logan's DNF.
Walls
5 out
never
of the
even
last
made
6
it back.
races.
Sky Commons, Jesse James, Brian James is in it as well. So
it looks
looks like 5 chasers all involved in it.
Yeah, 6 out of 7 races for the 49 with a DNF. That is pretty bad.
And with that, Daniel Gitterook is the race leader. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened. Taking a look at what happened, going into turn number 4, contact between the 20 and the 83. And they're probably about 6 wide there, it looks like. And oh
my God, this is going to be...
Jesse James, nowhere to go. 10 just gets
shifts.
collected. Trevor Germain also is in it.
24 weight shifts, 32. No really injury like I mentioned because of that, just weight shifting, but insane wreck.
James Qualls actually landing on the 5 of Kev Shear through all that.
This is why we list PG-13 in the comments.
No, that's because of your commentary.
Wow. Well, you're not wrong.
No, I'm not. With that, not actually a terrible wreck, but we will take some onboards here and then take you back to the restart. Onboard James Qualls. Oh, just had no way of knowing.
Well, the hefty bag went flat.
Onboard Kev Shear.
God. Well, this is uncomfortable. Boy.
And finally, onboard Matt Dixon. Oh! Oh!
Matt Dixon's going to need a new pair of underwear.
Field has been given the 1 to go signal. Drivers out of the race after the last incident. Brian James, Kev Shear, Jerry Shelley, John Irvin, James Qualls, Haley Lordigan, and Rob Evans. So a rough start to the chase for the 83, 24, 5, and the 02. Especially because Evans came in this one 15th out of 16. So most likely he will be behind the 8 ball already and dead last, leaving Zenjoltis. Daniel Giderook is the race leader over Mike Trout, Enzo Nareza, Jessica Shelton, Marilyn Eskandari, Andrew Miller, Oriel Pollard, Bafode Sacco, Paul Swanson, and JT Bryant. Steve Pollard, Carter Joey, Quinton Moore, Zachary Fitzwater, Kyle Matthews, Johnny Gardner, Mary Shelley, Cole Deaver, Matt Hamill, and Zach Flickinger are the top 20. 21st through 30th, Seth Cole, Sheila Shear, Trevor Collins, Trevor Germain, Mohammed Zainadullah, Stephen Paul III, Mitchell Collins, Dylan Young, and Sam Young and Hunter Braxton, Matt Duncan, Matt Dixon, Ace Rogers, Sky Commons, and Jesse James. The car is still running. Hopefully, Ace Rogers can find 4th gear this time.
I don't think Jesse James is even going to find 2nd gear in that car.
Well, I mean, he's in 2nd gear right now.
I can't believe that car is running. They were in the catch fence.
You know what? I started the counting for going to the field a little bit too early because we still have a corner to go.
Well, actually, so normal is Haley Logan. That's actually, like I mentioned, that's her 5th straight DNF. Back-to-back for Qualls and Brian James, not the momentum they need. Paul Swanson on a 2-race streak DNF too, so trying to end that.
He's
today.
not out of it. He's not out of the race yet, so.
Yeah. Logan's had one of their worst stretch of races in Dylan Young in the Cup Series in Season 2. What's some other notables? We have a corner left. Rob Evans is third 42nd place finish since Indy.
As pace car will get ready to pull off here in a moment. And the field now under control of the Powerade Dodge as we get ready to complete lap 7. Green flag back in the air at Zenjoltis.
Yep, 42 car finished 2nd here to Dylan Young. We'll see Mike Trout off the track.
Well, Trout, I guess, thought about the idea that he couldn't make a move to the left before the start-finish line. That's going to cost him dearly, though, because he's going to get passed by 2 chasers in the form of Enzo Nareza and Jessica Shelton. Here comes the 40 quickly to the inside for the race lead on his teammate, mind you. So maybe some games that will be played here between the 42 and the 40. Not quite.
The 17, Jessica finished 2nd here in one of the second most interesting
in that
races
42 car.
Yeah, and one of the second most interesting Hooters races in history. We don't have to talk about that. That's the 90 car coming to the bomb site. there's another car on the bottom side of the track too.
Those are the two MSRP Motorsports Chevys that are down there. 90 and 91, nearly contact between the teammates.
Oreo's not going to be invited to the Thanksgiving dinner, looks like.
Well, that's between the Pollards, I guess, and the parents, basically. As the two Chip Ganassi Racing Dodges working together up front.
That's pretty cool. Nereza needs to win more than Gittero.
True. Nereza also needs to lap lead more than Gittero.
Yeah. Johnny Gardner, who's now, I believe, at 80 races, too. Let me double check that. 79 races for Gardner. There he comes. The 37.
By the way, yeah, they haven't. Ace Rogers did find fourth gear this time, so it must have been just a strategy. Sky Commons has not found fourth gear, and neither has Jesse James. So, and Nereza kicked up to the outside by Steve Pollard, the Bristol winner, now up to second. Looking to the outside, gonna take it down low now on Daniel Gittero for the race lead.
Yeah, here comes 91.
Four wide for third behind him with Johnny Gardner on the far inside line. Back to two wide. Cole Devers down there as well.
Yeah, Gardner is at 79 races. It should be 80, but I think I miscounted something.
Still side by side between the 42 and 91 as they go through turn number 3.
Yep, all Big Pack fan right here. I think they're going to wreck again, or they're going to pit.
I think both of them are a possibility, as Gittero actually going to get back in front of Steve Pollard there as they go into turn number 4. Doesn't quite go all the way to the bottom, though. That opens the door at least, but Pollard not going to be able to take advantage. 5 wide, 3 rows deep. It looks like they're in the pack.
Puts it more in the 89 car. Oh, there's somebody. No, that's 76.
76 just going to the bottom, basically. I think I think that's part of the strategy there for the guys in the back of Shelton's dropped back and out. Now Shelton's one that hasn't gotten out of fourth gear or out of third gear.
Interesting. Maybe that high line just caused some issues right there or something.
Ace Rogers has lost the pack again.
Tough break for Ace Rogers right there. Jermaine's damaged.
Trevor Jermaine damaged, but still in the pack. Mitchell Collins is in danger of losing the pack as well.
Now Nereza's up on the high side. Looks like whenever you get to that high side, you're in trouble. 5 wide. That's not going to work.
It's dangerous at the very least. They're making it work, though. Zachary Fitzwater's in the middle of it.
Stephen Paul III trying to get the commentator team 2 in a row here at St. Joltis.
Oh, trouble!
Trouble!
Oh, big wreck! Swanson's in it!
Paul Swanson, oh God.
Barrel rolling down the back straightaway.
Well, he took the 5. Oh, good God.
Ace Rogers makes it through. And Shelton will be able to get around it easily enough. Racing back to the line now. As we will get a restart, it will be Steve Pollard leading us underneath the caution.
Yeah.
Oh, trouble again!
Trouble. Oh, God. Big wreck.
Zach Flickinger's in it. Sam Young, Hunter Braxton, Seth Cole destroyed.
Well, Seth Cole is not going to Craigs Creek. God, we're going to have a green white checker,
Rogers gets through there. Shelton's going to get around it.
Wow, it's just a fit to the survival right there. That was a massive wreck it there.
And, that was on JT.
Who's left? That's the question. Jesse James is still alive. He's going to get a top 20 out of this.
Probably. With that said, let's go ahead and take a look at what happened to bring out the caution for the second time today, and then the follow-up wreck underneath the caution. Taking a look at what happened to Paul Swanson.
Right there, just the 21 comes up.
Before Sacco's going to get down into Seth Cole, and that's what's going to get it. And then the 03 goes up and over. Matt Hamill, JT Bryant, nowhere to go in this one.
Oh, JT. Now, they just weight shifted. Did not really a hard hit to the concrete, little wheel hit, and then just do a barrel roll. Do another barrel roll.
And then just massive amount of flips. If you want to count them, go ahead and try.
Yeah.
Ace Rogers then full speed comes through, and luckily not big enough wreck for him to plow into.
Paul Swanson trying out for the 2020 Olympics.
And then after they take the line for the caution.
Yeah, this was big. This might be the injury we're talking about here. Well, we don't know. We'll see what happens here. But looks like Zach Flickinger pulling a Zach Flickinger.
Well, they take the caution. Contact between Braxton and Sam Young.
Oh my God! The one car, Jesus Christ, he was launched, and then Seth Cole decided to use no brakes.
Well, I mean, they're sliding down the track. Seth was committed there.
Can we see this? The one car. I mean, the one.
Well, because if you look at Seth from here, he's already committed to the bottom. And they're sliding down. He's fully committed at this point.
Can we see that one more time? Holy crap, that was a hit.
Oh. And the terrible season for Zach Flickinger continues as well.
Yeah. Oh my God, what a hit. Sam Young, a truck winner in season 3. Oh my God.
Just sandwiched. I mean, thankfully, I guess the fact is on that one, passenger side into the wall and just got sandwiched up.
Yeah, Sam Young 1 year.
And then again, another passenger side hit there from the 12. The only driver's side hit that this car took was to the 8 from, So.
And Jesse James is going to have a miraculous chase run, I guess.
It looks like it. With that said, let's go ahead and take a few onboards and then take you back to the restart. Onboard Enzo Nereza.
Wow. Oh.
Onboard Hunter Braxton. And we are back, ready to go back to racing. It will be a regulation green-white checkered finish for this one. Drivers out of the race after that last incident are Paul Swanson, Matt Hamill, JT Bryant, Seth Cole, Sam Young, I'm thinking last year, Zach Flickinger, and Bafode Sacco. I was just getting ahead of myself. Steve Pollard is the race leader over Sheila Shear, Daniel Gitterook, Andrew Miller, Dylan Young, Mary Shelley, Stephen Pollard III, Matt Dixon, Oriole Pollard, and Hunter Braxton are the top 10 for now. Carter Joey, Mohamed Zanadullah, Matt Duncan, Marilyn Eskandari, Kyle Matthews, Cole Deaver, Zachary Fitzwater, Johnny Gardner, Mike Trout, and Quentin Moore are the top 20, with Trevor Collins, Enzo Nereza, Trevor Germain, Mitchell Collins, Ace Rogers, Jessica Shelton, Sky Commons, and Jesse James, the lead lap cars and the cars running. Will anyone not get up to 4th gear on this restart is going to be one of the questions.
Hopefully they make it back to the light. It's going to be insane. We're going to have a photo finish here.
We definitely could. Unfortunately for this one, we haven't really had the green flag run to be able to get into play for this.
Like we saw last year.
Hey, oh well. Can't always get a good one.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Plate racing is always going to be crazy, so.
Add in a championship run.
Yeah. Gotta go for pro. Let's here we go.
As the pace car is off, and we are green from Zenjoltis.
Yep, now who makes the move? I definitely can guarantee you Steve Paul's not winning this race.
Yeah, it's highly unlikely. Sheila Shear going to make a move to the outside, but doesn't have help. Here comes Gitterook in the 42.
Yeah, Gitterook won at Kentucky, I believe. Let me double check. No, Pocono. Here he comes to the bottom side.
As going to make the move on the 91. Andrew Miller cutting it close there, coming in behind the 42. Nearly, I almost thought he was going to turn him there.
The Season 3 Daytona 500 winner and a no SS wins of the Hooters. There's Mary Shelley coming. You know what I'm looking for back there on the bottom side of that track? Back to Fitzwater. He might not be in that lead pack, but he's coming.
Well, still side by side. Dylan Young on the outside of 3 wide with Stephen Paul at third. And Oriole Pollard then on the inside of it. Matt Dixon currently up in this lead pack, looking for a non-short track win this season.
Yeah, I'll be the first one for him. Here comes Andrew Miller. No career wins. Best finish of third at South Boston. Oh,
Gitteroke gets back in front. 3 wide behind him now. How many lanes can Gitteroke block?
It's going to have to be 7.
Here comes Dylan Young on the outside of turn 4.
Dylan Young with a momentum.
Gitteroke's not in 4th gear.
That's why. He messed up everybody.
Dylan Young takes the white flag and has a huge lead.
He's out there. He's too far. No, he's not, because the 42 is an idiot.
Well, the 42's still not to 4th gear. But now here comes Carter Joey.
Carter Joey.
Enzo Nerez is in 4th gear. He's got a shot at it.
Yeah,
how big of a lead is too big for Dylan Young? 4 wide behind the 27.
Here comes the 52.
The pole sitter at Zen Joltis with a shot.
42 is messing everybody up back there.
Gitteroke still trying to find a way to get into 4th gear. Here comes the 27.
Going for the 3rd win of his career. Jerry Shelley is shooting himself.
As Joey to the race lead.
Collins,
here comes Trevor Collins. One of the chasers is up in the top 5.
What a move by Collins. That was genius.
Trying to look for a way around. Here comes the 99 of Mike Trout. 3 wide for the race lead into the final corner.
Mike Trout?
You're right. It's going to be a photo finish, I think. Who's going to get the run off turn 4?
They're side by side to the line.
3 wide, side by side, run to the line. Dylan Young pits, but Trout wins. From 19th to 1st on the final lap.
Oh my God, what a finish. Have you ever?
Did you say can you ever? Did you seriously just say can you ever?
Have you ever?
How do you botch that line?
I didn't botch it. What a finish.
By 58 thousandths, by basically what was 1 car length at the line. Mike Trout gets the win. Top 10. It's an all-rookie top 5. Trevor Collins, Quinton Moore, Carter Joey, Eskandari. I'm out of breath. Oriole Pollard, Stephen Paul III, Daniel Gitteroke, Mohamed Zainadullah, and Enzo Nereza, the top 10. Take it over, please. Or what are your final thoughts? Basically, I'm almost out of breath, and I've almost lost my voice.
Well, Mike Trout came up 1 wild card game short of the playoffs. Oh wait, what? Trevor Collins, 2nd place here. It's a good run by them. That's the best finish to win. Quinton Moore, obviously, I believe that's the 89's best finish since the season. That's actually Quinton's best career finish. Carter Joey almost got another win. That is actually the 52 car's first top 5 of the season. Good job by them. The Pollard, 6th and 7th. Our best chaser was actually, yes, Trevor Collins.
Trevor Collins in 2nd. Yeah.
Jesse James is 27th. The 42 best finish. If I'm Zachary Fitzwater, I'm beating him up.
We only had 28 finishers, actually.
That was the most incredible last lap. Mike Trout and Trevor Collins were on the high side in the back. They made some ballsy-ass moves to the bobs. That's why PG-13.
You know what? He went 19th to 1st. Why not showcase it?
I didn't know Dale Earnhardt was in the 99 car. 21st by that lap.
He was 19th when they the scoring loop for when we scored the final lap. But what a job. As just cuts through.
That will leave Matt Hamill as the only driver without a top 5 this year.
Quinton Moore's right behind him. Look at that. Quinton's right behind the 99.
Yeah, Quinton's best career finish.
I just can't believe this. Wow.
Well, the race was definitely not crappy now.
There's Joey making the move. Quinton actually made the move on the 99, but just couldn't make it stick.
That's the 85th different winner in the series. The 99 team's first win in the series. They did not win last year with Alexander Rowe.
And then, I mean, we kind of caught it from there, but here's the move of the race for Mike Trout to be able to get the win at Zen Joltis.
4 top 5s in the last 5 races for the win. So if they made the chase, they'd be in good shape.
Well, obviously, if they made the chase, they would have actually been on to round 2. So
that was incredible. Great move by them. Rare
Dylan
Charles
Young
reaction.
had to pit.
That was the best reaction to Tom Gerard's win at Pig Creek.
And there's the margin at the line. Actually, it was 1 car length.
Yeah, that was a great race right there. We either got Pocono or Pig Creek next, so
Well, there's
can't wait to see what happens.
insane finish for 3rd.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue in that photo.
So
Wow.
with that, congrats to Mike Trout on the win. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. Leave a comment down below if you could, just to show me that you're watching if you weren't in the premiere chat with us. For Stephen Paul III, I'm Gordon Fan 291, and this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
Somebody get Charles a bottle of water.